Good evening once again. It's Mark 21CQ with another video on FreeSTAR Everywhere VoIP service for another updated new version of their beta Phonebook. We are now on beta version 1.0.78. Basically what it is, we've made a few changes to the stats you can see on the website. We'll move over there in a few minutes, but also making an enhancements, and one of the enhancements is live activity. What you can actually see going on at the time you're on the phone or looking at the website, who's using what, and especially Allstar nodes. So we go over to the website and have a look. If we follow up to the top of the window, if we click on stats, it will just show you some information, how many extensions we've got and so on, available users, one user in use, and so on and so on and so on. Where you see available users, it doesn't necessarily mean their phones aren't working. They may not have a phone, they may only have micro SIP, which is a Windows based VoIP keypad dial type program where you can dial into Allstar nodes, exactly the same you can do on the phone. The device doesn't look anything special, but it does obviously work, and it is obviously a free download, and you get exactly the amount of fun on it as you can do with a phone. So don't be disalarmed if you only see 34 users unavailable. It's generally for that particular reason. Obviously real-time RF link status, you've got 4 online, 8 offline. That's not quite true. The reason why we show that is because we'd like the RF link guys that gate from us to follow our configuration guidelines, and that's been made available to them when they get their credentials once they send us the IAX2 string. So a phone user like myself and our subscribers can dial into their Allstar node. We have a self-configuration tool for that, and once they do that, it will show green on our Phonebook, which basically means that service is available. However, the ones aren't actually available and in amber, some of those are actually working, so do check them out. One thing I wanted to show you is the live activity, and for a few minutes we'll make John G7RUP famous, because he's the only one on there at the moment, and it basically shows his call sign, his extension, and what he's actually linked into. In this case, it's the 2196 FreeSTAR Allstar node. If I quickly dial into something different, and I can show you what it would actually look like when you have multiple users. So I'll get my ground wire up and working. Make sure I'm in the right network. I am. Excuse me, I'll do that one.
Welcome to the K6@RK, Allstar node 649920, connected with FreeSTAR 8013. Press *99 to transmit and hash to release. Connected.
That is now, I'm not TXing. I am now in the Starfleet amateur radio group. On the Allstar node, you dial from our network 8013, and that will show, come out of that, that would actually show what I'm actually in. I dial another one, You may hear this or you may actually not. That shows me that I'm actually in another Allstar node. Extension from us is 8015, and that's the VK4 BNT Brent on his cloud node. He does have what do you call it, a dashboard up and running. Let's see if I can add that to the description so you can see what else he's got added to his node. All these are accessible from the UK. If I come out of that just in case or disturbed anybody. And obviously underneath you've got system information available and what maximum users we can have, RF links, postcards, podcasts and conference rooms. Any radio club can have a conference room for themselves, but I'll do that on a different video. Go up to users, and again the ones in amber or greyed out, not necessarily haven't configured their phones, is that some of them might be using micro SIP. And obviously you can see John there again, G7RUP, and he's currently active on the 2196 Allstar node. Favourites, I haven't got any favourites added at the moment, but you can add your favourites onto it. So when you can go to your favourites, you can see whether they're actually red or green, as whether they're actually active or not. There again, Active BLF. You can either choose which one's in red or red and green to see who is actually active. You might say to yourself it's not very busy, but don't forget it is a Sunday evening over here in the UK. Schools are back. We're back to work, so maybe early to bed, get ready for work tomorrow morning. So that's probably the reason why we're not having a lot of users at the particular moment. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that the FreeSTAR network isn't actually busy. That we have other parts of the network that could be busier than this particular one. Conference rooms. Again, on my previous video, that will show somebody connected and what they're actually listening to. Well, that's a conference room. Podcast is the one that you listen to. We've got some nice ICQ podcasts there. Ham Radio Crash Course, that's the guy on YouTube. And GBRS2 news. Updated on a regular basis. And that's our new updated Phonebook with live activity and tells you what they're actually on. If I actually show you something different, we can come back to this. If I go into the conference room and dial conference room,
after the tone, say your name.
you may hear that, you may not.
Thank you. You are currently the only person in this conference.
It shows me up. I wonder if it would actually show me in the stats, or it may be just be Allstar nodes. No, it does actually show me. That's not bad. It shows me currently in a conference room. It's alright guys, I'm only doing a video. And that would tell me my call sign, and what conference room I'm in, and obviously the extension number of that conference room. When you see somebody in like that, and it's only one person, go in and have a chat. And that's great news. I've come out of that. That'll soon disappear. And that's our new live activity addition to our Phonebook. Available to radio hams. It's easy to join. Follow my other videos on that. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube videos. Please leave a comment if you wish, and like and subscribe. All the best, guys. 73s.